The last big silver coin to circulate in this country was, well, the Franklin half dollar. The silver dollar of the piece ended in 1935. We had the Kennedy only for 1 year. So we have the Franklin from 48 through 63, right? 16 years. Inside of that, we had proof Franklins from 1950 to 1963 when they introduced proof sets for the first time. Well, within the proofs, which is the special category in Franklins, there is one crazy and good story, one error variety that just tops, well, all conversation. And for the first time in a long time, we got the pair to talk about here tonight. So as I referenced, they started making proofs because of proof set production in 1950. And the Franklin series lasted to 63, so there are 14 proof Franklins in the series, right? But in the middle of this series, the year 56 was just an anomaly year, an interesting year. So in 1955, we changed the packaging on proof sets. We go from the box to the poly pack. But in 1956, as part of the year, we just do something different. And the unique thing here, and I'll explain what the difference is, and then I'll go through what happened, which is why there is a difference. First of all, the Type 1. When you look at the reverse, and you see the eagle right here, the eagle is different, and I'll get to that. Actually, guys, let's go to the graphic right now if we can, on the Type 1, Type 2. So the Type 1 has 4, on the left-hand side, has 4 clear feathers, and then 3 on the right, right? Type 2 has 3 and 3. So basically what happened was they had one die early in the year, and it shouldn't have happened. What they took is all of the 56 P's and D's for circulation are Type 1s, right? They took a regular uncirculated die and polished it and used it as a proof die early, which is why we have a unique on the proof side. We have a Type 1 version that matches everything else we've done. It's just one of those unique things. However, it creates a ridiculous rarity for the year. Just special stuff. Just special stuff. So tonight we have the opportunity to join us with the Franklins. We have the Type 1 and the Type 2 pair, both of them from that year. The Type 1 is significantly the rarer of, right? Because it was tied to the P&D production. The Type 2 design was only used on proofs. So that small little production with the 4 and 3 versus the 3 and 3 is the real big deal. Now the word defender holder, that's just the name of the holder that these are in, right? Not to confuse with NGC, PCGS, or so forth, but the holders have names. But the whole purpose of us using these holders is so we can take some of these great modern rarities and put them in the packaging that's available in the marketplace right now. The marketplace pretty much supplies for certified coins. So we've been looking for a while to find packaging that would be copacetic with, you could use it with those others. So again, it's just, when you see the word defender holder, it's just, this is what the type is. They're all the same size, just like the PCs, the NGs, ANACs, ICG, CAC, all the various certification companies use. It'd be like using the word Capital Plastics for a proof set holder, and pretty much everybody that's collected one before knows what that looks like. Now the labels, different story. You can buy these holders in the open market, but the labels are something we produce, and all of our Franklin labels are this beautiful baby blue, ties in completely, gorgeous. They did a great job. But tonight it's all about the rarity. The Type 1, which is the P&D uncirculated, and then the Philadelphia proof, because all proofs were made at Philadelphia. So it's very easy at this time in history to see how they would make that mistake. Take a regular die, and then they polished it up thinking it was supposed to be the proof die. And then somebody said, hold it, here is our production proof die. So the rest of the year we used the Type 2 die, first month or so the Type 1. Here are the numbers. My competition sells the Type 1 by itself, the 56 T1, at $213. They sell the Type 2 at $110. So the pair, if you buy them from the two different companies, because they both didn't have the Type 1 and Type 2 together, put them together, you're looking at $325-ish. Look at our price tonight. We're at $189.95. We're under $200 in these gorgeous holders for top quality proofs. So as I've referenced and talked for years now, the Franklin is one of my true collector favorites. And it's because you can still get the rarity of vintage coins. We're talking about coins that are, give or take, 60 to 75 years old in this series. They're all silver, right? Because they're all pre-64. And availability is the index problem. Because in 1980, we had silver go to $50 an ounce for the first time, and we melted down everything that wasn't glued to a desk. So we created the rarity, but the pricing models and the pricing structures. If you look at the population reports of Type 1 to Type 2 with PCGS or NGC, you see it very clearly. There are no Type 1s out there. Only a few thousand. So it's a special treat when you find the 56 proof set, and inside of that you have a Type 1. Again, we'll show the graphic for one quick minute, guys, and then when we're done with the graphic, let's put up a 30-second clock. So again, on the left-hand side, 4 feathers, very visible. Right side, 3. The Type 2 is 3 and 3. Balanced, clean, simple. How did it happen? Again, P's and D's, all production flow. Philadelphia struck the proofs that year as well, which means they took a production die, polished it, used it as a proof. Shouldn't have, because they have a different process, and the story goes on. Again, tonight, saving a bundle. Let's go back to the image one more second. And then, guys, I actually don't think we have time to get this clock up. If you're visiting us via the web, avccoins.com, please push this one through. We are that close to a sellout. Again, love it. We don't get them that often. That Type 1 is a fun story. And thanks for listening.